Hello and welcome to Daily Records. I am Tommy Burton, and today we're going to be talking about a classic jazz album. This is the Horace Silver Quintet and the album Song for My Father. Cantica para Meu Pai. I probably totally butchered that, but Song for My Father. Released at the end of 1965. This was an album released on Blue Note Records, and it was the album that Silver put together after a trip that he had taken to Brazil. Now, this is actually Horace Silver's father, and so his name is John Tavares Silver, and of course, the title song. I mean, I think it's pretty simple. Song of My Father was would feature his father. That's pretty much the easy stuff. He was born on the island of Maio. It says in the liner notes, one of the Cape Verde Islands. Now, this is probably one of Horace Silver's best-known compositions. And the liner notes explain that the quintet, the Horace Silver Quintet, they were in the middle of transitioning. So there is a mixture of tracks featuring the old group and the new group. Blue Mitchell had left the band, and so on trumpet. The lineup on this album, like I said, there's two lineups. Carmel Jones on trumpet, Joe Henderson tenor sax, Horace Silver, of course, on piano, Teddy Smith on bass, and Roger Humphreys playing drums. And the other group featured Blue Mitchell, Junior Cook, Horace Silver, Gene Taylor, and Roy Brooks. So two different bands on this album. And this is a what you would call a bop album or hard bop. It's pretty. It's not going to be like heavy over the top jazz. It's very smooth sounding, and you know, one of the signature Blue Note releases, the classic label. But the writing is very is catchy. I mean, song for My Father, very well known track. A lot of people know that one just because of the fact that it kind of inspired the Steely Dan number. Ricky, you will recognize that beat and that sound, the intro to Song for My Father, as Ricky Don't Lose That Number, the Steely Dan song. But really fantastic record, great playing. Like I said, no over the top soloing. This is kind of in the height of that sort of bop feel, so people aren't just wailing away on the instruments, and it's right before Coltrane and those guys took jazz to this other level. But I mean, it's good solid jazz music, and I would rank this as one of the great all-time jazz albums. And like I said, quite enjoyable with great songs. Song for My Father, The Natives Are Restless Tonight, and Calcutta Cutie, Que Pasa, all songs. Lonely Woman, written by Horace Silver, and then the Joe Henderson track, The Kicker, on here as well. Flows nicely, sounds great, good smooth jazz. I say smooth jazz. Smooth jazz indicates to me something like Kenny G, which I don't, not a fan of. So it's smooth sounding. Let me put it that way. But it's got a beat, and it's that's what bop's all about. So today's daily record, the Horace Silver Quintet, Song for My Father. If you haven't heard this album, I highly recommend it. If you have heard this album, what do you think? Comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, TommyBurton75. In the meantime, I'll see you all again tomorrow with another daily record.